What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome back to another squad builder on my channel. So you guys have been enjoying the squad builders a lot, so I thought why not bring you guys another one. And today I have a special squad builder for you guys because it's not one of my usual expensive squad builders. I tried to make it as cheap as possible, but I'll also give you guys some alternatives to the players who might be a bit more expensive than you can afford. So guys, let's get straight into it. So guys, this is the squad we are using. It's relatively affordable for you guys, but if you guys can't afford some players in this squad, I'll give you some replacements to get yourself. I simply have some more expensive players in this squad because they were already in my club, so I thought there's no point in actually going out and buying new players. This is the team I'm going to use, and they're great players. Like, the players I have in this squad, absolutely amazing. Some of you guys might not be able to afford them, so I'll give you guys other players to go and get yourselves. So without further ado, let's get right into the squad. So, in goal we have David De Gea. Now he cost me 101k, he's going to set you back a couple of coins, but he is an absolute tank. He's got the 88 diving, the 90 reflexes, he's 6'4", and he's also acrobatic. So he's an extremely versatile keeper. He's going to get to them top corner shots, then bottom corner shots, and he's really come to grow on me pretty much. He, like, at the beginning, the previous times I've used him, he wasn't the best keeper out there. I prefer Butland over him, but now I'm really starting to take a liking to De Gea. In 63 games, he's kept quite a few clean sheets for me, and he's just been all out solid. So if you guys haven't tried out De Gea already, you guys need to go and try him out. So the right back, the centre back, our two centre backs, and our left back, it's a trend with the last squad. In every BPL team, pretty much on YouTube, well, cheap BPL team, these four, one of these four are definitely going to come up. Either it's Smalling, everyone uses Smalling, Koscielny, Walker, or Luke Shaw. Walker's just got that pace. I've talked about him several times, and you guys just need to go around on YouTube. You guys have to be living under a rock if you haven't heard about this guy. If you don't know about him, you guys better get to know him. 94 games, 2 goals, 6 assists. That just shows you, if I play 94 games with a player, he's obviously not bad for me. He's obviously doing the job he's supposed to do, and he's managed to please me. So our two centre backs, we've got Chris Smalling and Koscielny. They've both got medium high work rates, they've both got decent pace, so that's why I've got them in there. They've got both got decent physical stats, and if you're a good defender, if you're an average defender in this game, you should have no problems defending with these guys. So in the left back position, we have Luke Shaw. Now he cost me 2.3k, played 63 games with him. That's a lot of games to play with one player. I know people have played like 200, 300 games with players, but I like to sell my players and kind of keep it fresh. When I get to like the 100 game mark, I usually sell my players, but Luke Shaw, I've bought and sold him so many times, and he's just been an absolute god every time I've used him. So that's why I've got him in left back. In centre mid, whenever someone mentions cheap BPL team to me and they talk about CDMs, Emre Can has to win it for me. 13 games he's played for me, and he was an absolute god in all 13. I've also got him untradeable, so that's extremely beneficial from me, and when I saw him in my club, I knew to put him straight in there. So he's got medium work rates. He's also got the 4-star week for 3-star skill moves. That isn't such of a big factor when it comes to a CDM because he's not really going to be taking a lot of shots. He's got 76 pace. He's just got all-round decent stats for a great all-round CDM. So that's why I've got him in there. Best cheap CDM, I'd say, in the BPL. He's relatively, I think you guys can get him for about 800 coins. So if you haven't got him, go and get yourselves Emre Can. So in the other centre mid position, we have N'Golo Kante. You guys are probably like saying to me, he cost me 300k, like 380k. That isn't cheap. Well, I've just got him in there because I already had him in the club. In 63 games, he's managed to score 15 goals and 20 assists for me. But he's just, he's got an 86 man of the match card, and he's also, his normal card is 81 rated, and he's got an upgrade of 83. And they're relatively cheap, so if you guys want to go and get yourself Stat Kante, go and get him. He is worth a buy. He's all around the pitch. I talked about him in my last squad builder, and all I've got is praise for this ban. Sometimes his shot can be a bit iffy at times, but he's not meant to be a striker. He's just a great CDM, and he's meant to be providing goals and stopping you from conceding. So that's why I've got him in there. In the cam position, this is where you guys are probably like, this ain't cheap. 429k, that's a lot of money, a lot of coins to spend on one player. But Pogba is worth every single coin you spend on him. There's not any other cam in the BPL, well, centre mid in the BPL, who lives up to Pogba's, lives up to the hype of Pogba. He's got 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, he's agile on the ball, he's got the height as well, he's got everything. Like everything you name, he's got it in abundance. That's why I've got Pogba there. But if you guys haven't got enough coins for Pogba, you can also get yourselves a Cazorla, a Coutinho, a Kevin De Bruyne. He's like one of my favourite cams. So I did amazingly in the weekend league when I matched up De Bruyne and Aguero up top. We had Aguero up top in the same formation, and I had De Bruyne playing in the cam position. So that I used that, and that worked extremely well for me. So now getting into our front three. So we have Sadio Mane, we have Jamie Vardy, and we also have Martial. Now Mane, you take his pace and you take his physical stats and you put them together, and you cannot stop him. He's just an absolute god. He only cost me 5k, that's for his upgraded card, and you guys are in for a treat if you go and get his 87 wants to watch card. If you've got the coins, I'd suggest you guys go and get him, because I was considering selling my whole first team just to try out this 87 wants to watch Kante. And he's got 99 pace and the physical, so you guys would just imagine how good he actually is. Now in the striker position, we have Jamie Vardy. Now this guy, his sprint speed, his pace on the ball, he's absolutely unstoppable. Once he's got the ball, once he's in behind the defenders, he is off. You are not catching him. I don't care if you're, you know, that win centre back, whatever he's called, that MLS player. I'm not sure if he's still in the game actually, but he had like something like 90 something pace, and he was a centre back. And Jamie Vardy, he'd probably outpace him because his sprint speed, I think his sprint speed, like, don't quote me on this one, but I think he's high 90s in the sprint speed. But he's got he scored 4 goals in 4 games, so that's roughly 1 goal a game, which is decent for a striker. And he's also got 3 assists for me, so he's also managing to, you know, assist other players. There was also some sitters I actually missed with Vardy, but I take full responsibility for that. That was just my poor finishing on the day. So guys, in our left wing position, the last player of this squad builder, we have Anthony Martial. Now he is a substitute on my first team. He cost me around about 12 to 13k. And in 38 games, he scored 26 goals and got 12 assists. And half of them games, I think, were off the bench. Like, that's just Martial coming from off of the bench. And I actually use him as a substitute on my first team, and he doesn't disappoint me. And you guys need to really try him out in the striker position, because one of the weekend leagues, he actually saved me. He scored more goals than games in the weekend league, and that is pretty. If a player's doing that for you, you need to appreciate him. So guys, that is my squad builder. That is the squad building part of this video. So guys, I'm going to get into the gameplay, so let's get into the gameplay. So guys, we decided to go into some friendlies, and going into our first game, we came up against a decent player. He had a few red cards. He had wants to watch Mbola. I think he had a Payet in there as well. But we managed to get a penalty really early on, and Vardy, well, puts that penalty away. And Vardy was the MVP in this game. He popped up in all the important situations, and for the most part, he finished his chances. As you guys saw there, the calm LTRT dribble. You guys will see it a lot of times in my gameplay. I just do a little bit of LTRT, wait for my player to run into the gap, and I pass it to my player, and it most likely ends up in a goal or at least a good opportunity. So I win that game. Vardy comes up clutch. You also saw Kante score a goal in there. And we go into our next game. Now Martial, Sadio Mane and Vardy came up clutch in this game. You guys just saw what Mane did. He overpowered that player, took the ball off of him and managed to score a goal. And that's what Mane can do for you guys in games. And this is going into our last game. And this is the Pogba show really in the last game. Pogba, he's just an absolute god. I cannot express it to you guys. So guys, this video is coming to an end. If you liked it, make sure to leave it a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.